Hello guys, I'm Darshan. I'm studying first year engineering in SVC college and I'm here to explain or introduce about the C language. The structure of a C program. Structure of C program generally follows a specific format. Here's a basic outline of it. Documentation section contains comments about the program, author, and other documentation details. It should be written in double slash. An example is program to demonstrate the structure of a C program and name or date. Secondly, the preprocessor directives. It includes headers and macro definitions. As an example, Ash includes Studio.h, Ash include Mac.h. And thirdly, the global declarations, which are global variables and the functions declarations. An example is int global variable equals to 0, void some function. Next is a main function. Every program it starts from main. The entry point of the program is also called as main. An example is int main variable declaration int local variable equals to 10. Statements are printf, hello world, and slash n. And lastly, the return statement returns 0. Next is user-defined functions. Definitions of other functions used in the program. Void some function. Function implementation. The printf is this is user-defined function. The complete example of it is hash includes studio.h global variable int variable equals to 0. A function declaration of void some function is int main local variable int local variable equals to 10. The output of the printf hello world slash n. So this is the representation of a structure of C program, documentation function, preprocessing directives, and thirdly the global declaration section. It should be above the main, then main, and inside the main it should be local declaration part. After the declarations, user-defined functions has been marked. An example for it is program to print. It is the documentation, and here pre-processing directives is hash include studio.h, the main, and the printf, the local declaration program. Everything come inside it. And this is a quadratic equation program. Firstly, the hash include studio.h and hash include mac.h. These are the pre-processing directives. Then the required for square root of function. Mainly, every program starts with main int main. First, we should declare the variables double a, b, c, discriminant, root one, real part, imaginary part. Then we input coefficients a, comma b, and c. The printf includes enter coefficients a, comma b, and c. The scanf percentage lf, percentage lf, and a and b and c. We should firstly calculate the discriminant. The discriminant formula is b into b minus 4 into a into c. Then we should check the nature of the roots. If discriminant is greater than 0, then root 1 equals to minus b plus square root of discriminant divided by 2 into a. Then root 2 will be minus b minus square root of discriminant divided by 2 into a. The printf means roots are real and different. Printf root 1 equals to percentage lf bar n and root 2 equals to percentage lf bar n, comma root 1 comma root 2. Else if discriminant equal to 0, the real roots are equal. Root 1 equals to root 2 equals to minus b divided by 2 into a. Printf includes root 1 equals to root 2 equals to percentage lf slash n, comma root 1. And else from discriminant greater than 0 or equal to 0, else means discriminant is less than 0. The real part is minus b divided by 2 into 8 and imaginary part is square root of minus discriminant divided by 2 into a. Print f roots are complex and different slash n. The printf includes root 1 equals to percentage lf plus percentage lf slash n and root 2 equals to percentage lf minus percentage lf slash n. Real part, imaginary part, real part, and imaginary part. Lastly, return statement is return 0. Next, we will talk about while loop. While loop in C repeatedly executes a block of code as long as specified condition is true. Syntax. While condition and the code should be executed. Example program for this is to execute a program that prints 1 to 5. Hash includes studio.h int main int I equals to 1. It initialization would be happen here, and while loop to print numbers from 1 to 5 while I is less than or equal to 5, then the printf is percentage d slash n comma I. It is the increment I plus plus. Then the return statement should be return 0. Then explanation is initialization int I is equals to 1 initializes the variable I, and condition of while I is less than or equal to 5, check if I is less than or equal to 5. Loop body, the code inside the loop printf percentage d slash n comma I is executed as long as the condition is true. The increment I plus plus, the value of I by 1 after each incrementation or iteration. Termination means I becomes 6, the condition is false, and the loop will terminate. The output will be 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5. The next topic is do while loop. In C, the do while loop is similar to while loop, but with the key difference, it guarantees that the loop body will execute at least once, even if the condition is initially false. The condition is checked after the execution of loop body. The syntax of do while loop is do the code to be executed and the while with condition. Example program for this is hash include studio.h, the main function, and int I equals to 1. It initialization happens here. Do while loop to print numbers from 1 to 5. The do loop starts here while printf percentage d slash n comma I. After the increment of I plus plus, a while loop I is less than or equal to 5 condition will appear, and the return statement is return 0. The explanation of the program is the firstly initialization int I equals to 1. It initializes the variable and the loop body, the code inside the do block printf percentage d slash n comma I is executed, then increment the value of I by 1 after the each iteration. The condition for it is while I is less than or equal to 5, it checks if the I is less than or equal to 5. After the loop body executes the termination, the loop terminates when I becomes 6, making the condition I is less than or equal to 5 false. The output of it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The next topic is input and output statements. In C, input and output operations are typically handled using scanf and printf functions, which are part of a studio.h library. Input statement means scanf. Scanf is used to read the formatted input from the user. The syntax of it is scanf, format specifier, and variable. Output statement is also called as printf. Printf is used to print formatted output to the console. The syntax of printf is uh, format specifier and comma percent symbol is missing here, so it is also called output statement. Example program for this is this program reads an integer from the user and prints it. Hash includes studio.h int main int number. Input is read an integer from the user. Printf enter an integer. Scanf percentage d ampersand symbol and number. Output uh, Print the entered integer. Printf means you entered the percentage d slash n. It do not have ampersand symbol, so it's number, comma, and the return statement returns 0. And the explanation of it is Ash includes studio.h. It includes the standard input and output library. Int number, it declares an integer variable number. Printf, enter an integer. It prompts the user to enter an integer. Scanf, percentage d and number. Reads the entered integer and stores it in a variable number. Address operator is used to provide the memory address of the number. And lastly, the printf, you entered percentage d slash n, comma number, it prints the value of the number. The common format specifiers are percentage d, it should be for integers. If it's by float, it is percentage f, and for character is percentage d, and for the string is percentage s. The next is call by value function. A function called modify values a comma b is called a passing a and b as arguments. Inside the function receives copies of a and b as x and y. Changes are made to x and y inside the function. After the function call, the original values of a and b remain unchanged in the main because the function operated on copies, not the original values. Second one is call by reference function. It is also a function in C program, mainly passing the address. Swap ampersand A and ampersand B passes the address of A and B to the function swap. Using pointers, the function swap uses pointers X and Y to access the and modify the original variables A and B. Dereferencing pointers inside the swap, the pointers are dereferenced to access and modify the values of the original variables. The effect on the original variables are the changes made to uh, addresses of the x and y inside the function reflect on a and b in the main because the pointers refer to the address of a and b. The next topic is pointers. Pointers are the fundamental features of C that allows you to store and manage the memory addresses of the variables. Understanding pointers is crucial for dynamic memory management, working with arrays and handling the functions efficiently. The key concepts of pointers are pointer declaration. Pointer is declared using the uh, symbol dot int ptr declares a variable to an integer. Pointer initialization. A pointer stores the address of a variable. You can use the address of operator to get the address of variable. It should be defined as the ampersand symbol. The example for it is int variable 10 int into ptr is equals to and ampersand variable. A double slash ptr now holds the address of the variable where the variable is assigned to the int is 10. Dereferencing a pointer. Dereferencing a pointer means accessing the value at the address stored in the pointer. This is done using the star operator. Its example is int value equals to star ptr slash value now holds the value of where which is 10. The pointer and arrays. The name of an array acts as a pointer to its first element. Int array of size is 3 equals to in flower bracket 1 comma 2 comma 3 c. There are 3 elements inside it, and the size of the array is declared as 3. Int star ptr equals to array. Star ptr refers to the pointers, and the pointer points to the first element of array. And next, the pointers arithmetic. You can perform arithmetic operations on pointers to navigate through memory. The PTR plus plus means it's the increment is happening, moves the pointer to the next integer. that is next memory location of the sized int. An example program for this is ash include studio.h int main int var equals to 10 int star ptr equals to ampersand var. Where equals to 10 means the 10 value is assigned to it, and variable means the address of the variable. Pointer to variable output the value of variable using the pointer. Printf value of var or variable percentage d slash n star ptr output the address of variable. Printf address of variable is also declared as percentage %p slash n, where void star into variable into means ampersand variable where the address is stored. The output of the address is stored in PTR. Printf address stored in the PTR percentage %p slash n void star PTR. It changes the value of variable using the pointer uh, PTR equals to 20 or the star PTR equals to 20. Printf, the new value of variable percentage d slash n, comma variable, and it should be return statement return 0. Then the applications of pointers. Firstly, dynamic memory allocation. Use functions like malloc, calloc, and free. Passing arguments by reference allows functions to modify the original variables. Handling arrays and strings. Easier to make, more efficient to pass pointers. Function pointers. Useful for callback functions and event driven programming. So this is all about the introduction to C programming. Thank you.